Hello, my name is Matthias Cavodi. Welcome guys to my channel. Today we're going to talk about the only Marvel UK comic book that I have within my collection. It's part of a 4-issue miniseries, Deathshead 2. And I sat down to reread this lone issue. It's freaking awesome. I had a blast with it. I was really surprised to see one of my favorite writers. Actually, he's part of a team of writers I really like. Dan Abnett is the writer. For those who don't know him, Abnett and Lanning helmed the Guardians of the Galaxy series that I really loved, and the Nova series. Here he's writing for Deathshead, a character I know nothing about, and we're talking about the second one. I know nothing about the first one, where you can see his head here. And all I know about Deathshead 1 is that I discovered years later that he's a character that came out of the Marvel UK Transformers series. He was sort of folded into the Marvel Universe later on. And outside of seeing him in this comic book, I've seen him once in a Spider-Man comic book, and that's a very odd place for Death's Head to pop up there. And Death's Head 2, I've only seen him in this comic book and on a Marvel trading card from Marvel Series 4. I remember there are quite a few of the Marvel UK characters popping up in Marvel Series 4. Like, Marvel really tried to make Marvel UK work, and I'm not sure how long it lasted in the UK, but in the US, they were really hard to get these issues. So, without further ado, let's get into this fantastic story. Like, look at the cover art. Really, really awesome. Death's Head 2 looks like if a Terminator and a Predator had a child together, this unholy mess would come out. So, the story starts off. Liam Sharp's the artist, and it's just breathtaking. He does an incredible job with the art. We start off with Deathshead 1. He's trying to find his mark, take him out. That's what bounty hunters do. That's his job. He's like this intergalactic bounty hunter. He finds his mark has been captured by, he's not Deathshead 2 yet. At this moment, he's called Minion. He's doing a totally Predator thing. He's like using his arm cannon that has these knives and is like killing the guy, stabbing him. It's freaking gruesome. And what he's actually doing is he takes down his marks and he absorbs their personalities. He calls it his instincts, but basically like downloads their mind into him. Because what we discover in this story, outside of Deathshead 1 getting really pissed off that he got to his mark before he did and teleports away, is that Deathshead 2 is actually a creation of AIM. And AIM is actually using Deathshead to hunt down, assimilate very specific minds, because in the future, the far future of 2020, AIM is going to have to go up against this terrible threat, and they're going to use Deathshead, all the knowledge that he absorbs, as the ultimate weapon against this great menace. Another thing, in this lone issue, it doesn't have extra pages or nothing. A lot happens. Like, there's a lot of, the action is like really, the pacing is really good, but it doesn't feel choppy or it doesn't feel unhinged. So Deathshead 2 goes out for take down another mark. He fights against this alien warlords. He saves this very lightly dressed alien lady who seems to be a precog. I actually thought he was going to try to assimilate her, that she was actually the real mark, but she's able to get away. Deathshead 2 returns to the AIM base, and he gets attacked by Deathshead 1, who was really pissed off. Like, he wasn't happy that he took his mark. So we get this really awesome battle, but again, look at Sharp's art. Look at the detail. There's no half-assing here. So the battle is freaking brutal. Like, they're really going at it, destroying the place. Then Deathshead 2 slams him, blows off half his face. Like, even though he's a robot, it feels really gruesome for some reason. The way it's written and it's told, rips off half his face. Deathshead 1 is trying to escape. He gets his head totally cut off. And look, he destroys his head. And look at that detail here. They have all this fluid coming out of Deathshead 1's body. But the thing is, when he assimilates Deathshead 1 personality, it sort of hijacks Deathshead 2, and he takes the moniker of Deathshead. And already been happening with the character that the scientists at AIM were really worried that the personalities that Deathshead 2 was assimilating. He was forming part of his own personality. So when he takes over Deathshead 1, he sort of goes AWOL and takes his mission into his own hands and decides to teleport to the past and take down Reed Richards and assimilate his mind. That's going to be very helpful to fight against the threat. So with that cliffhanger there, it's like, oh my God, I want to know what the hell happened. So here at the end, we get a little glimpse of the other Marvel UK characters that I've never seen any of these guys. Well, maybe, I think Motormouth popped up in a Excalibur series. Then Pendragon, I have no idea. I've never seen Hell's Angel, Warheads, Digitech. I'm going to try to find any which way, form, or fashion, try to get my hands on the other 3 issues out there. It's going to be really hard, especially here in Argentina, but it's really worth reading. So I hope you guys liked it. See you guys next time.